Hello and welcome to Teatime and Tarot on Looking Glass Letterbox. This is the daily reading, general reading, just to check in with what the tarot serves up for us to consider today. This is day 43 of the project. I've committed to posting Mondays through Fridays throughout 2021 with just a little check-in, a little shuffle to see what the tarot has for us to consider. So we're going to go ahead and jump in with the Eight of Cups. Okay, so moving on from what no longer serves you, what's no longer fulfilling, what's no longer replenishing or rejuvenating or supportive to your experience. The Eight of Cups has been pretty active since I started the readings in January in moving in new directions, seeking out new experience, opening up with realization that growth cannot occur staying where you are. So if that is something that you are connecting with, you've been actively considering what you want to move in the direction of, what you want to move away from. She's walking out on the path under the moon, so there's some mystery that you want to explore, something you want to discover, you know, a new set of experience and influence to step into, to develop and grow and take things, you know, in your own life to the next level. And then we have death. Okay, so transformation, you know, wrapping up previous cycles, the transition from what was into what will be, the ending of one thing and the beginning of another, all happening at the same time. We are in Pisces season right now, so this is the end of the zodiac year. And Aries is going to open up the next zodiac year and a new cycle of development. If you like to work with the astrological influences, which I found extremely interesting and curious and fun to consider while I'm processing through, you know, my own days of the year. So if you want to consider checking out the astrological influences of the zodiac cycle, I highly recommend that. But death is indicating that things are ending, things are coming to a point of completion where they're at right now in order to open up into the next phase of development as well. It's also the card of Scorpio. It may be helpful to speak to a Scorpio or find out where Scorpio is in your chart. Something may be active or particularly applicable for you there, but it's definitely a time of transformation. And then the Three of Wands. Okay, so looking out to the horizon, seeing what's approaching, seeing what you want to come into connection to. What is it that you've been waiting for? Mercury retrograde has encompassed the majority of February, and just coming out of this past Aquarius season, which had so much planetary activity happening in Aquarius, expansion and contraction and communication, well, stalled communication with Mercury retrograde. Venus was in there. So many things were in Aquarius this past Aquarius season. And now that we're in Pisces season, we're sort of acclimating and taking Pisces season to recover and do some self-care and to assimilate and reevaluate and consider where we're coming from and where we're going to, everything that's happened over the past year, especially 2020, a lot of revelation, a lot of attention to things that maybe you haven't paid attention to in quite the same way, have applied. So some discovery, revelation, and intuitive hits, some aha moments may have presented themselves, and now it's about looking to the horizon, taking all of that information in Pisces season, considering it, and seeing how you would like to integrate any of that into your own life. And Sophia, in this particular Three of Wands, she's got to focus on there with the binoculars. She's really looking at some of the details and getting a sharp, crystal clear view of what's approaching so that she can best decide how she wants to create within those opportunities, you know, depending upon the ones that she selects. All right, so that's something to consider. At the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Judgment has been very prevalent in the readings so far this year, in the monthly readings and in the daily readings. So that is feeling a call to to walk along this new path away from what is no longer viable, what is no longer active, what is no longer supportive, and stepping onto the new path, stepping into the next evolution of yourself. So that's individual to everyone. What is the call to you? What is it that you feel compelled to seek out? You feel compelled to learn. You feel compelled to discover. And also in Pisces season and the beginning of this year, actually, with Aquarius as well, it's sort of reevaluating the past, how you got to the point that you currently are, and reconciling all of that, acknowledging it, forgiving it, recovering from it, embracing what you want to bring forward with you, and appreciating how far you've come before you step up into that next level that you're being called to connect with. Lovely. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Four of Wands. Take time to celebrate that in Pisces season. Celebrate how far you've come so far. Four of Wands, it could be a wedding, a birth, a baptism, a graduation, completion of a project at a stage of initial stability, because this is the Four, so it's the initial stability that is going to be the sort of fundamental support for the continuing of the development of whatever it is that you are creating or investing in or trying to bring about and secure into your own life. So taking time to celebrate those moments as you've come this far. And then between the two, the Ten of Cups, okay? That is emotional fulfillment, emotional reciprocity and replenishment, and a system of all of those, that Ten of Cups. They're all flowing in to each other, replenishing and rejuvenating and being open and receptive, and allowing yourself to enjoy and feel that sort of feeling of contented, pleased placement with how things are in your own estimation at this moment, and taking the moments to enjoy those things as well. It's the completion of a cycle. So again, with working through Pisces, and then is going to close off the previous cycle, and then March 20th, when Aries opens up, the new cycle is going to begin. So taking time to appreciate your relationships and connections and well-being, and everywhere that you are safe and secure and in exchange with emotional resonance as well. That's lovely. Okay, let's clarify this Eight of Cups. A little bit more information about that. Oops. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups and Death. Okay, so as you're walking onto this new path, into this new mystery, into this new sense of exploration and discovery. Again, we have Scorpio here with death, and the transformation from who you were previous to this exploration and who you are developing into at this moment, and remaining in a state of the Knight of Cups, active motion towards your ambition. Okay, with the Knights. And then with the Knight of Cups, it's about being confident in what you have to offer and what it is that you're seeking out, what you're asking for, what you're willing to accept, and a comfortable, charming, lovely confidence it is with the Knight of Cups, but then also the vulnerability within that confidence in order to receive and grow and learn and come into reciprocity as well. So vulnerability is important when you're in expedition of new endeavor, because that's what's going to allow you to receive and to grow and to nurture and process the evolution. Let's clarify. Ooh, death. That's too many. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, coming from a point of material, the understanding of what's required of material manifestation. So the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, she reigns over abundance in the external, because it's coins, so home, work, money, family, health. She understands abundance, what it takes to create it, what it takes to manage it, to sustain it, and to share it so that it's available not just for herself, but for those people and systems that are important to her in order to replenish and to nourish and to care for. Okay, so wearing that crown and understanding what's going to be transforming in your material realm and how that's going to apply moving forward further into the year as well. So it may also be an earth sign may be influential to you as too. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus may be significant to your transformation. And then clarifying the Three of Wands. There's that Seven of Wands again. Showed up twice yesterday, so hold your ground. And then we have the cat who ate the canary. All right, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay, so what is it that you've been waiting on? What is it that you've been remaining receptive to? What is your wish? When this card comes up, I always say out loud what it is that you want. It reaffirms it to yourself for your focus and reaffirmation. And then whatever out there pays attention in synchronicity and serendipity and, universal influence, it reaffirms to that influence that, hello, if you have any of this, please bring it over here to me, because I am open to receive it. And then when it does show up, receiving it and saying, yes, thank you, more of this, please. Reaffirming that, yes, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I seek. More would be appreciated. Thank you very much. So gratitude in your reception as well. But some of you out there, I know me too, have been this little goat standing up on this rock trying to block out all of this nonsense down here, and focusing on the path forward, on the lay of the land about how we're going to navigate forward from the point that we've been sometimes patiently, sometimes not so patiently, waiting for all of that synchronicity and serendipity and opportunity to activate and allow us to move forward from this point. But continue to hold your ground. Something is coming. Remain attentive and aware, because it may not show up the way that you think it will. So broaden your scope of awareness and applicability to different things showing up in your life and how they may actually be in support of fulfilling this wish that you are seeking to be fulfilled. Okay, and if it's standing right in front of you and staring you in the face, this cat ate the canary. So what it is that you've been looking for to unlock you from the Seven of Wands position, it may be staring you right in the face. So with a sort of an eye of innovation, consider things that are already around you, people that are already around you, sources that you're already aware of, and reconsider them with a vision of innovation and how they might apply to what it is that you've been waiting for. That may be helpful as well. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Wands. Again, I have a feeling this might be for me. It's shown up so much. So if somebody out there is very resistant to changing their, releasing the restriction or being aware of overburden of expectation, thinking that too much is required, carrying too many things, not relinquishing any of the things that they've been carrying so long, sort of breaking their back with what they feel, how they feel they have to show up, what they feel they have to do when they're in there. So it's not only expectations that you feel other people have for you, it's expectation that you have of yourself. So relinquish some of that perfectionism, if you feel, particularly if those are like the persnickety points for you and what it is you're focused on and what it is that you're creating. It may be your own perfectionism and insistence on sort of handling everything on your own and not drop in responsibilities that don't belong to you, giving them back to the people they belong to, not relieving yourself of burdens that no longer apply, but you just insist that you have to keep it. Reevaluate. I mean, the new moon, or I think it's the full moon. Is it full moon? I think full moon in Virgo is coming up. That's a good time to go through the details and clear out some space, because you have to open up space for new activity and new opportunity and new development to come in, because right now it's stagnant and it's stuck because it's full. you don't have any more room if this is applying for you. So you have to make room by getting rid of and relinquishing things that no longer apply, and then reprioritizing the things that do still apply that you want to carry forward with you. You got to break some of this up to release yourself, to be able to receive this wish or this fulfillment of what it is that you're seeking out, and to unburden yourself so that you're not weighted down in one space that will allow you to then propel forward. All right, and being confident that what you have to offer, because this may be just some anxiety that if you let go of something, suddenly you're going to need it and you'll never be able to find it again. Okay, those are some difficult perceptions to work through, but that doesn't mean that you can't create it again. Human beings are remarkably adaptable and changeable and teachable. So if you release something and it comes up in the future that you need it again, you will be able to find it again. All right, so if there's just some things you're resistant to release because you're like, well, you never know, I may need it at some point in the future. If you haven't needed it in the past few years and you don't foresee any potential application of it moving forward over the course of the next year or so, put it down, put it away, store it. Just let it go so that your hands are free to pick up something else. That may be helpful. Okay. The bottom of the deck, the Emperor. That's in your control. That's Aries season getting ready to. So in preparation for Aries season, reevaluate all the stuff that you're carrying and cut yourself some slack. Give yourself a break. Let go of stuff so that you can be prepared and rested and recuperated and revitalized to step into this Aries season with the Emperor. What you say yes to, what you say no to. You know, what you receive, what you reject. All of that stuff is up to you. And then in the middle, Two of Cups, the point of connection. That cup coming to you, available to be received, being presented to you in reflection of what it is that you have to offer in return. Union, true love, soulmate, synchronicity, serendipity, all of that stuff. And choosing to receive it and unburdening yourself from this Ten of Wands will place you in a prime zone to be able to receive it when it shows up. All right, now we have the Universe Has My Back. Oops. All right, I am currently posting the monthly readings for March are going up on the channel, so check those out to see what may be applicable for you moving further through Pisces season in preparation of Aries season. And also the extended readings are available on the Patreon for the monthly readings. I think I have Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries posted as of right now, but over the weekend the rest of them are going to be coming available. So check out the Patreon if you'd like to see what the extended readings have to offer. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender to the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Okay, this card came up again previous in the week. So with the Ten of Wands here and Death and the Knight of Cups and Judgment and the Ten of Cups here, I think that's how this is applying. Surrendering the restrictions that you have upon perfectionism, and then how that wish is going to be fulfilled, what it is that you want the result of your efforts to be, releasing your restrictions on them, opening up your vision to the creation of them, and surrendering to the process is going maybe a turning point for many of you out there. I think it may be for me. So surrendering the outcome and recognizing that that is a byproduct of all your efforts, and really enjoying the process of the development, allowing yourself to enjoy it, not being burdened by it, allowing it to be just something else that you have to do, and sort of allowing that negative vibe to encompass something that you're passionate about, something that you're called to do, something that provides you fulfillment, something that you're confident within yourself about and in search of to receive in return. So surrendering to all that and allowing yourself to enjoy and embrace that process instead of sort of viewing it under the guise of hardship or frustration or, I don't know, more unpleasant, sort of burdensome emotions applying to it. Allow it to fulfill you. All right, allow yourself to give yourself to it. Receive it in return. That's part of the understanding of material manifestation that the Queen of Pentacles holds. All right, that is all that I have for you guys. Remember, please subscribe, like, share, comment. If you'd like to support the channel, I appreciate it. Your time and attention is valuable. I appreciate that greatly as well. So thank you for sharing some of it with me.